Now we are discussing the mathematical expression and its consequences for the pressure exerted by liquid. So here in this figure you can see that here we have a beaker in which a liquid is contained up to the level AB. So AB marks the free surface of the liquid which is in contact with the air. We assume that D is the density of the liquid and H is the depth of the beaker below its free surface. What is H? H is the depth of the bottom of the beaker or the base of the beaker with respect to the free surface of the liquid. So we are trying to find out what is the pressure exerted by this whole liquid present inside the container at the base of the beaker in the downward direction. First we are talking about only of the pressure exerted at the base of the beaker. Mathematically, this pressure exerted by the liquid below its free surface at the base of the beaker is given by P equal to HB into G. That is, pressure P is equal to H, depth of the base of the beaker below the free surface, D, density of the liquid, and G, acceleration due to gravity. So G is the acceleration due to gravity. We already know its value is 9.8 meter per second scale. So from this expression we can see that which factors affect the pressure exerted by liquid. That means what factors increases the pressure of the liquid and what factors decreases the pressure of the liquid. First point, pressure at any point inside the beaker, it is directly proportional to depth of that point below the free surface of the liquid. That is, P is directly proportional to H. So greater the value of H, more will be the pressure. So you can see that if we mark 2 points, one point here X, another point Y over here. So you can see that depth of the point X from the free surface of the liquid is H1. But if we find out the depth of the point Y from the free surface of the liquid, it will be H2. You can clearly see from the figure that the depth of the point Y, H2, is greater than that of the depth of the point X, H1. So because H2 is greater than H1, this means that liquid is having smaller pressure at point X but with greater pressure at the point Y. Second point, factors affecting the liquid pressure. Pressure of the liquid is directly proportional to its density. Pressure exerted by the liquid is directly proportional to its density. We are talking about only that pressure of the liquid which is exerted by the liquid at the base of the container or the beaker. So whatever pressure this liquid is exerting at its base of the container, it is purely arising due to the weight of the liquid contained in the beaker. We know that weight of a liquid depends upon its density. So greater the density of the liquid, more will be the pressure exerted at the base of the container. We can compare this by taking an example that in the same beaker is filled by water up to the point AB, and then same liquid and the same beaker is filled by the oil. In that case, both the cases, the value of H for water as well as for the oil, it will be the same. But we know that density of the oil is less as compared to that of density of the water. This means pressure exerted by the water at the base of the container, it will be more as compared to the pressure exerted by the oil, because oil has less density. So from there you have to remember that this pressure exerted at the base of the container due to the liquid is only because of its thrust, that is nothing but the weight. And this weight, because it depends upon the density, so greater the density, more will be the liquid pressure. Next, proceeding forward. Next important point we are discussing about the liquid pressure is a liquid seeks its own level. In the beginning, in the definition we have already seen that the liquid pressure is the thrust acting per unit area. This means that liquid pressure does not depend upon the surface area. So this property is used over here in this important property about the liquid pressure, that a liquid seeks its own level. So here you can see that three vessels A, B, C of different shape and different sizes, they are connected with each other from their respective bases. So at the base you can see all three different vessels have the different surface area. Surface area of the vessel at the bottom of vessel A, at the bottom of vessel B, at the bottom of vessel C is all three are different. So this means that if we pour a liquid in any of the vessel A, B or C and we keep on filling it with, the level of the free surface in all the three vessels will not be different, but it will always be same. So if the level of the liquid in the first vessel is up to this particular height, then in the second vessel it will also be at the same level, and in the vessel C it will also be the same. This important property, that whether you are using vessels of the different shapes and sizes but all will contain the liquid up to the same level, is because liquid pressure does not depend upon the surface area. Second point, at a given depth liquid pressure always remains the same. So when we are present at a certain depth below the free surface of the liquid pressure always remains the same. In order to show this, we can perform a simple activity where we can use a plastic bottle and fill the bottle up to a certain level with the liquid. So in this figure you can see that AB is the free surface of the liquid. At a certain depth below, we select a point X on the two opposite ends of the bottle, such that the depth of the point X below point B and the depth of the point X below point A is the same. So if we punch some holes at the point X, at this point 1, at this point 2, at this point 3, at this point 4, and also at this point, so that all these points are lying in the same straight line, then you can clearly see that all the points X and X as well as 1, 2, 3 and 4, they are present at the same depth below the free surface of the liquid. So as soon as the holes will be punched, the water will start running out of these holes, and if you look at the distance at which the water stream coming out from a particular hole, at how much distance it is striking near the base of the bottle, you will see that if the water stream coming out from this point X is striking at the point P, water stream coming out from this point is striking at the point Q, then this distance of the point Q from the bottle and this distance of point P from the bottle, this distance will be the same. Why this distance will be the same? Because the pressure of the liquid at this point and this point will be same. Why? Because both points are at the same depth below the free surface of the liquid. This will be true not only for the point these X and X, but this will be true for point 1, 2, 3 and 4. So using this simple activity, we can easily prove that the pressure of a liquid at a certain depth below at all the points in any direction is always the same.